we're live.
Yep.
Evening, everybody.
Yep, unique make card making. I'll just add the notification.
There it is. I'll give it a few minutes for everybody to join us. I did try and put the video up, didn't we? Before we came on, it just weren't working.
The laptop was being temperamental.
While I'm waiting for everybody to arrive. Oh, no more questions.
Hang on a second. I'm just remove this a second.
You can't.
Okay. Right, no, I'm going the wrong way.
Hi everybody, I can see 2 people are watching. I'm just waiting for a couple of more minutes for everybody to join us. Oh, we have another person watching. Hi guys, if you're there, drop me a comment in the live comments. I can see them. Hi Ava. I'm going to be doing something totally different tonight. And this is my first live. I can see everybody starting to join us. If you're there, pop a little comment in the comment section so then I can read the comments as I go. Hi Angie Brown. I'm going to be doing something totally different tonight. Totally different. I'm going to be doing card making. If you're in my group, you'll know that I've been making a few. Wait a second. It's their little tip. If you're in my group, you'll know I've been making some cards. And I've been using my new for Christmas Santa. Was really good. Sent you a box. Okay, my dear. What do you mean an inbox? Hi, Shirley. Do you mean a package or do you mean a thing? I'm just going to put a light on. I'll be with you now. There, that's better. We can all see now what I'm doing. Hi, Fiona. Hi, everybody. I'll give it a few more seconds while everybody is joining us. I'll continue to talk. Yeah, if you're in my group, you'll know that I've been making cards. And for Christmas, Santa was really good and he brought me a big shot. And my granddad gave me some money, so off to Hobbycraft I went. I'll show you some of my dies I have while we're waiting for everybody. And some of these dies didn't cost me hardly anything. Well, that's one of them. It was on sale for 15, now it's down to 3. And some of the dies in my folder, bearing in mind I only had, I think my granddad gave me £50. So I spent the whole £50 in Hobbycraft. But I had everything in this folder for under £50, plus I had a lot more as well. I had some trims and I had some things to alter. So yeah, I know. So let me show you what I've got. I'm going to be using some of the dies tonight. I'm also going to be showing you the big shot that I had. I'm going to be showing you what I've learned so far. I'm not saying that I'm a complete novice at my big shot, because I'm learning as I'm going, but I can share with you what I've learned so far. I went and they were not on sale on my day, Shirley. Trust me, they were on sale on my end. Did you go? I think it was the day after Boxing Day. So I went sort of close to Christmas, and they were some of these dies were 15, and then they went down to like £2-3. I had some for £1.50. They were right at the front. So I must have just caught the sale, because I know you went the day after I told everybody on the group about them. So I had one of these. Now I haven't opened this, so perhaps we'll do that tonight. Basically it's you can't see the actual die because you put your paper in and it leaves a banner. It's called a tattered curvy banner, and it's done by Sizzix. But that's the type of pattern that you get when you put your paper in, and that's the type of pattern it leaves you. So I had that. I also had some embossing folders. Now, I'm going to pull it out because you can't see it through the pattern really. There's 2 patterns on the same embossing folder. One is like a leafy kind of pattern, which is awesome. That's the one I'm talking about. And that comes out really nice. And in fact, today I was busy embossing. I did my embossing on a piece of paper, and I've got a leaf die, which you'll see now in my folder. And I cut the leaf out, so it hasn't just, I haven't got a cut of a leaf. It's also embossed. Now, I don't know whether you're able to see it in the light. Maybe if I can sprinkle something on it, or just trying to think what I can put on there for you to see. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Where's the paper that I was embossing with today? No. Don't know where it is. Anyway, you'll just have to trust me. I did emboss with it, and it did leave me with that one. Well, I did 2, so perhaps the other one you might be able to see, or 3. Every now and then. No, I don't think you can. Oh, there, you can see it slightly just in the centre. It's the way the light is catching it. And anyway, I did 3, and I managed to cut them out with my little cutter, and then I was left with that. So this is the other pattern that it does, and I'm dying to give this a go. I really am dying to give it a go. Told you to leave me some. I know. They were tattered lace as well, dies. This is done by Spellbinders, not tattered lace, but I know, Shirley. I went like just on time. So there's the second one. And this one I had for, I actually took all the packaging out. There we are. It was 15 on the little slip. Then it went down to £8.99. Then it went down to £5, and I had it for £2 by the till. So it just goes to show that, and I didn't even plan to go down there. What had happened was Chris had bought me a big shot, and Grandad had given me the money, and I thought, you know what, because I've got some of the range dies, some dies from the range, which I'll show you in a second. One of them we're going to be using tonight, but I wanted some really nice ones. So I've been hooked on tattered lace. So this is how I've organised this. Okay, so the first page, what I've done in all throughout this folder, what you'll see is a piece of card. I've cut the die out, and then the die is actually behind the card. So the first one, now the first, I'll tell you when we get to the range one, but most of the couple of dies are done by tattered lace. So that's the die itself. It comes in 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is exactly what it looks like. Now I cut 6 pieces out because I done it this way so that when I want to use my die, I can see what, I mean, you can see from the packaging what it does, but I always think that when it's cut on paper and pattern paper, you can see it a little bit more, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. So that's the first one. The second one is this horse and carriage, and again done by tattered lace. It's called Fairy Tale Carriage, and this is 1 die, but the doors there, they actually open, and the curtains you can sort of raise up. You can actually raise up the door of the carriage too. The horse of the rope for the horse, you can make that raise up. So there's bits in this that you can raise up. So Shirley says even the folder was £22. Oh my days! I had my folder was in the sale. I did pick the big one up because you can have them in like different sizes. A4, I think the other size was. And I picked the A4 size up. And that was 15. And then when I had looked in the sale, this one was there for £5. And I thought, no way am I spending £15 on a folder when I can have it for 5. So that's what I did. But yeah. Jane says, beautiful horse and carriage. Fiona, sorry. Yes, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous horse and carriage, Fiona. I completely agree with you. Hi, Angie. Love that second embossing. I must admit, the embossing folder that I picked up, it comes out beautiful. I'm going to be using some of these dies tonight on the card that I'm going to be making. Angie says, my friend, it's a package, but a box with things in it. Okay, my darling, I'll look out for it. I'll definitely look out for it. Hiya, Pearl and Button. I can't remember your name. I do apologise. I can see it in my mind, but I can't remember it. If that makes any sort of sense. I've been asking about it. Oh, bless. I know. I did. Chris has been telling me. I just haven't. I'm just getting around to everybody's comments and emails just after Christmas now. I'm gonna so get this wrong. So I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry, Pearl and Button. I'll try, and with names I sort of practice them. Anybody will tell you that I sort of practice them until I get them right. Siobhan, is that it? Hi, Anastasia. Siobhan, am I right in saying that? Fingers crossed. She might say yes, she might say no. Yes, yay, I got it right. Yes, it's Irish. Okay, well, hello, Siobhan. I can't believe I got that right. Anyway, that was really good for me. I'm so proud of myself. Hi, Anastasia. So the next die that I got in my folder was this one. This is called Build a Bird Fairy Wren. And this is 4-piece as well. So this comes out gorgeous when this is done. So these little, I'm calling them like ivy pieces. That's what they look like. This one I need to go back and sort of stick it in. They're small. The bird's wings you can actually raise up. And it becomes almost like a 3D effect. I've done it. I'll show you what I've done that on in a second. But I've done it and I've raised it up and I've sort of pushed the two ends together and it's lifted it up off the box that I did over Christmas. I'll show you in a second. But the box that I'm going to show you, that's going to go into the YouTube prize draw for my challenge that I'm holding at the minute. So whoever wins the challenge will win the box, and I'll show you the box. But that's what they come up as. These are tattered lace, obviously, but they are. I have just been so addicted to tattered lace over Christmas. So let me show you what it comes out as. That particular die, anyway. So this is the box. Okay. Now the ivy is the first die you saw. And that's what that comes out. These roses I had in a box, again from Hobbycraft, and I had them. They were originally 15, then they were down to 2, and then I had them for 50p. But I've put other tags and stuff and whatnot in this box. But they're done by Tilda, so I had them for 50p, and they were 30 in a box. So that wasn't too bad either. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Siobhan. So glad that you're back on. I've missed you all. Oh, bless. So, these are the birds. This is what I mean about, can you sort of see the wings? This is the one thing I wanted you to look at. And this, the top bird, I've pushed together to give it that effect. And it glistens. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, and then these dies, this die here is what that die is. I don't know whether the camera is picking it up, but I have actually embossed this piece of paper. So that's what because I wanted something that would lift the birds up, but I didn't want the birds to do all the work for the project. You can barely see it, but it is there, I promise. That one. That's lovely. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Fiona. So that's that one. Right, the next one I'm about to show you is this one. Now I actually cut these out today. Let me see. So this is one of my cutting mats. This is what this die looks like. As you can see, this is done on pattern paper, but I've actually today cut it out on graphic 45. I had a sort of a new pack for Christmas, so I've been playing about with my papers. Angie Paisley says, I've not been on YouTube for a while. I've been so busy with Grandma and family. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Thank you, Anastasia. I know Angie's got projects that she's got planned to go onto YouTube. So definitely. So this is what this one's called. It's called Paradise Border. And you can do a lot with it. So it comes in one piece. Hi, Debbie. But you can cut it down. So what I mean by cut it down is this. So I'm going to show you with this one. So by cut it down, you would have that as a flower perhaps. Then you've got like all the detailed leaves. So you've got that one as a leaf. You've got those small flowers there, and you would just keep going. You've got them leaves. So that's what I mean when I say you can cut the border down, or you could use it in one piece depending on what you wanted to work with. I'm going to pop them over there because I don't need them at the moment. Right, so this is that one. The next one I've only cut to put in this folder. I haven't actually cut it for any particular project as of yet. Now this one is called, I don't know what it's called because it came on the packaging and I've thrown the packaging away, but I can give you the number at the back. Organic swang, or not. I'll give you the number. It does say at the bottom what it is. I don't know whether the camera would pick it up because it's so small. So the number on this one is D798 and it's called Ornate Swang. Swang. Yeah, that's what it's called. So it's D798 and that's what it looks like. So it comes in one piece and that's what it looks like when you cut it out. So absolutely gorgeous. I mean, can you imagine that on a card draped down? It absolutely looks absolutely stunning. So there's that one. Then, wait a sec, because these are falling. Right, so then there's this one. Now this one is obviously a straw hat. This comes in one piece. And I love these little folders that you get with tattered lace dies, because sometimes I was finding before I had the folder that my dies were getting lost in my drawer and I didn't know what dies I had from what dies I had, and I would go into the shop and I'd come out with exactly the same die. So that's why when I went into Hobbycraft, I was like, I've got to buy a folder to put these dies in, because if I don't, I'm going to either buy double or forget what I've got. That's a good... So, again, on this die, that's what it looks like. And the little bow at the front, you can raise up, so you can make it look 2D. Or if you cut the straw hat out again, you can make it look 3D and just cut, like what I was saying about cutting the die down. You could just cut the bow down and you'd have a 3D bow on a straw hat. So even though it's one die, there's a lot you can do with it. So there's that one. The next one is this one. Now this has to be one of my favourite ones of all time. But I've actually done a card with this one. And the card looks like this. So my card that I've made opens like that. And this die is a corner die. So I'll give you, while you're looking at the card, I will give you what it's called while I'm talking to you guys. And this one didn't come in a folder, so I've sort of used a little bit of masking tape and masking tape the die down to keep it intact. Hi Laurel! Hiya Claire, watching while I'm waiting to pick up my prescription. Glad I caught you. Oh, bless. Well, I hope they're not too long with your prescription. So yeah, this is a corner die. So the number for this one is called Chantilly Heart. So it's ACD 175. This is what this one's called. So it's ACD 175. And I've used it on this card for the corner. So if I turn the card that way, the hearts can be raised. And they can be raised to create a 2D or 3D effect depending on what kind of card you're going for. The middle one, I've put some diamond dust on to give you that glistening. And I've put it across, even though it's a corner piece. I wanted to make this card slightly different, and I wanted to put it over the corners. The die with the birds in, you know, the little ivy pieces, well, that's what they look like, because I've used them in this card as well. Loving that card to collect. Thank you, Shirley. Tried since Christmas. I'm still running about, Laurel. Oh, bless. Tired? Did you say tired? Perhaps? So the next one is my favourite one. Oh, it's got to be the one, my favourite dies of all time. So now I'm finished with all the tattered lace dies. And I'm going on to now, this one's done by Dovecraft. But I did actually get it in, where did I get it? Hobbycraft. And again, this was, the price on this was lowered down. So in this one, you actually get a magnetic plate that you can put in your machine. You get 4 pieces. You get the frame. This is the garden piece, so the garden piece that goes there. And then you would build the Eiffel Tower on top of that. So it goes something like that. And then this word says Paris. So if I flick it over, that's what it looks like. And this particular die you can cut out on fabric. So it depends what you're kind of looking for. Oh, bless. Fiona, I hope your medication works soon. There's nothing worse than not being able to craft when you want to craft. So, yeah, there's nothing worse than doing that. But I hope that you're watching a lot. When I'm not well, I haven't been over Christmas, that your YouTube comes in handy when you're not feeling very well. You can sit there all day and watch videos. That's what I love about YouTube. So this one, you get 6 dies, and I've been told, and I haven't done it, you can make flowers out of this one. So this is the die that I'm talking about. And you can, with this one, you can cut, emboss and stencil. Now, I've cut them out on this card, as you can see. So you get sort of the 2 smaller ones, 2 medium, then 2 the larger. You can emboss, but I haven't done it. I'm okay, getting better again. Oh, bless. You ladies are not, you haven't been very well. Do you think it's all the running around for Christmas? Or is anybody come down with that horrible bug that's going around? Hi, Debbie. So the next one I've got is a fairy die. Now this one I had from AliExpress and she won very much, so that's her. But she comes out gorgeous. She's even got her little mushrooms. The next one, these are the ones I had from the range now. So I've got the keys and the tree. They're quite nice. So if you go into the range, you'll find them in the range. Now, the one that I'm going to be using that shouldn't be in there, I'm going to be using these dies tonight. So I'll grab what I'm going to be using out. And that die is down the end of the folder. Chris actually bought me this die. So this comes in one piece, and this came from the range. This one came from AliExpress, and again, I've made a card with this, and it looks quite, it looks really, really nice. Love the fairy die, super cute fairy. She is really cute, super cute. And to be fair, she comes out quite nice. Now that butterfly die, I made a card, and I didn't, as you can see, I cut the frame away, but I used the butterfly. But I've also made it 3D. So the person receiving this, her name is The Gargoyle. She's on YouTube, and she'll be receiving this soon. And I've actually made it 3D. I cut it twice on the paper that I wanted to use, and then I cut it on dark paper, so in that way then it would give it a 3D effect. And to top the card off, I made a little stand. So there's a little slip, like little slip thing, and I'm going to be making it on the card. I might make it on the card tonight, and I've just made a little stand, so it stands up like that. And that's what I've done with that one. So that one came out really nice, super cute. Love it, beautiful. Thank you, ladies. So that's that one. This one then, the range and the range. So a button die, which gives you like all different types of buttons, which I adore. I love working with buttons, and to have that in a die, I was just so giddy. And then this one I had on around Christmas in the range, but I was thinking, because I didn't want to just pick up dies for Christmas, because then what you do all year through, you can't use them on hardly anything. So what I was doing when I was picking my dies for Christmas, I was looking at the dies that I could use through the year, and that heart-shaped I could use through the year. I could use it for Valentine's Day, anything like that. So the next one is the little stag and the holly. Again, these are from the range, and they come out super cute as well. This is the die that I've got down beside of me. So this is the die we're going to be using. Now it comes in, I think it's either five pieces, 5 different pieces. And I love using this big piece here, which is the border to that. Now you could either use it as I've used it there, or you can use it separate. So I'm going to be using it separate and show you how I'm doing that. The other die that I've got is the butterfly die, which again I've had from Hiya Laurel. I thought I saw somebody else then. So that other die I had from AliExpress. So that was about £2 because you don't pay any postage. And that's super cute too. Now the other one that I'm going to be using, and I've taken it out, is this butterfly die. We're going to be using that, which is this one, because I'm going to be doing a 2D, 3D effect. But I'm going to be cutting it out in a certain type of way to get that form on the card. The next one I've got, these are 2 different dies. So that's the first one where it's one complete die. So let me show you. So there's that one. So there's the rose and the leaf. That's what I did earlier. And this is the other one. That's the other one. So it comes like a big swirl, and you grab the paper and you wrap it round, and you continue wrapping until you get a rose. And then you can put anything in that, because the world's your oyster once you got dies like that. Super cute. And to be fair, I love organising my dies like this. I just find it's easier for me to see what I've got. So the feathers, again from the range. And then the last one that I've got are the cogs. Now, those gypsy wagons, I'll show you them in a sec, but the last one I've got is the cogs. I bought that for a project before Christmas, and that came from the range too. Now these I had off eBay. Now I didn't realise they were tattered lace, but when I first bought them, I just bought them and I didn't realise they were tattered lace, but it actually says on there, 8 tattered lace, gypsy vintage caravan, and it tells you what card she used as well, so I've got them. Super cute. So I'm going to be doing my card. So I hope you enjoyed my little showing of how I organise my dies. Okay, let's get started. Right, so I need... Now the paper that I'm using tonight is called Shabby Chic Signature Collection, and I'm using the A3 double-sided. There's 24 sheets in a pack, 4 designs and 6 sheets, and they're absolutely gorgeous cards. So that's the paper that I'm using tonight. Love the dies, they're beautiful. Thank you, Laurel. Lovely. Thank you, Shirley. Right. Okay. So I've already cut my card piece. So the card piece I'm going to be using, I've cut 2 pieces. The first piece is this piece. Now you can use any type of card you want to use, but you need a good length because of the way I'm going to fold it. So the fold is sort of going to happen in a, you need to score it in 2 ways to get the 3 folds. So it measures 12 inches long by, I think it was 4.5 inches wide. So that's your first piece. So that's your main piece for your card. The second piece you need, which is the background drop, I've cut, but I haven't cut I've cut the width, but I haven't cut the length because I can't tell you what the length is until I put the card together. Where there's some beautiful paper. Who is the paper by, Claire? Laurel? The paper is by Sarah Davis. I thought you'd ask me that. That's why I kept this little thingy bob. It's a signature collection by Sarah Davis. Angie bought me this, but I believe, now Angie may quote me, may not, I believe she got it from eBay. I can't remember, to be fair, but that's what it is. So it's, there we are, she's just, no, it wasn't eBay, it was Craft Companions, and she bought it on the website. There we are. I knew she'd tell me. So your first piece is the base piece. The second piece you need, now this is done by 1 piece of card, because it's A3, I'm using mainly all of the paper on that A3 piece of paper. So the next piece I've got is 3.5 inches. That is 12 inches wide, but again, I can't tell you the length we'll need until I put this card base together. I'm going to put the base together, and that's all I've done so far. So I thought I'd do the rest with you. Raise you up. Now, bring that out. This is 12 inches long, so we need to fold it at 4. And we need to fold it, if I turn it over again, fold it 4. So you've got 4, 4 and 4, makes 12. Now I always like to crease my folds. And again. Now to make the base of our card look pretty, because what the type of card that I'm doing, it's a bit like what they call them, Ezel. Is that how you pronounce it? Can't remember. Got around by Anastasia. Lovely paper. Thank you, Fiona. Can you put the cutting of the paper on her when you're done? Thank you. On here. I will. I'll try and put all the cutting of what I've cut and what you'll need in the description, but it depends really. If you want to make it bigger or smaller card, you could possibly. This is only sort of a rough guide. Have a lovely day and evening, Anastasia, Laurel says. Thank you for stopping by, Anastasia, and I hope whatever you're going to do is going to be fantastic. It's the Shabby Chic collection. I got 3 packs for 30. It's an A3 size. It's normally £12.99 a pack. There we are. That's what Andrew says. Right. So the type of card I'm making it's going to be folded like that. We're going to have something at the front, so that stops the card from folding back, and B, when somebody receives the card, it'll stand up a bit like a 3D dimension card. And that's why I haven't cut the other piece. So the other piece we need to cut now. So this piece becomes our front piece. So we've got, it depends what you can, when you fold and score your card, decide on what you want as your front piece. So your front piece will either be these two ends. The middle piece will always be the back. So you can decide on what you want to be the front. Now I'd like this to be my front, because when you've got it like that, this is what it looks like from the back. And then it's nice, but there's not too much detail on the bottom. Okay, so I did do a video. It was supposed to go up before this live, but I couldn't get my computer to work. I had some paper that Angie gave me for my birthday, because it's Friday, and it was a scrapbooking paper pack. You'll see, I'll probably upload the video after I've done this live. And in one of the I haven't opened all my gifts. There's 2 gifts I haven't opened because I want to keep them for my birthday. But in that scrapbooking pack, there was this paper, and it's sort of like a feather design. Now I want that to be our background, and then I'd like that to go on top, so it gives it a bit of a look. Oh, sorry guys, that went straight through me. I do apologise. So what we're going to do is, now we need to make this piece. I'm going to cut to the top. So where's my pencil gone? Oh, that went through me. Right, so I've left, oh, I can't never do it on that. I've left 1/2 inch of a gap down the bottom. Let me raise you down. There's 1/4 inch of a gap. Well, not even half, a quarter of an inch at the bottom. So I want to be leaving the same up the top. So measure it there. I'm going to use my ruler, and I'm going to use the board as my guide. And I'm going to come straight down that middle edge. Okay, cut that out. There we are. And I'm gonna get, now Angie bought me, oh god, Angie, what are they called? The thingy bob that makes your paper give it like an oh god, let me get my words now. It's a tool that makes your edges of your paper sort of, I'll do it with this tool, but it's to make your edges of your paper sort of all raggedy and shabby chic. So I lost that, and then when I went on eBay, I was trying to find, it's called a distresser, that's it, paper distresser. I was trying to find one because the one Angie had bought me for Christmas, I had misplaced, and I still can't find it. And when I went on eBay, they said, oh, if you've got a cross-stitching cutter, thread cutter, that will go as a paper distresser. Now, I didn't know that until I saw it on eBay. And my nan bought me this, going back a couple of years back, and it does the same thing. It's a paper distresser. Because it's got the edges on it to cut, thread, it also cuts paper. So that was my discovery over the holidays. See? double-sided tape. Just having a look at the comments. I couldn't tell you where Angie got that paper from. I know if Angie didn't come on tonight, I wouldn't be able to tell you all, but she said, Angie's just said she had it from the website for creating craft. The Shabby Chic collection. She got 3 packs for 30s, A3 size. It's normally $12.99 pack, and she bought all 3 packs. So I'm going to put that just there, like so, with my double-sided tape. And then I'm going to show you how I cut the butterfly. Lol, yes, better get one and then needing more. I know, it's gorgeous paper. It's absolutely gorgeous paper. If you think this is gorgeous, you should see the other sheets of paper in it. I need to get some more myself, because that's all I'm using at the moment. And this will go, you know that pot I just showed you right at the beginning? This will go in the pot with, I'm going to cut a couple of dies out from my machine. And this will go in there. So whoever wins the challenge will also win this card with a load of dies inside it too. And anything I make next Monday will also go in the pot. I know I'm waiting on a couple of things coming through the door, and I won't announce anything until I have those packages with me. So leaving that gap I want there. So I've got that so far. Now I'm going to bring my big shot over, so I'm going to make sure I've got enough room to show you all what I'm going to be doing next. So the next piece is this piece. So because we're doing the butterfly, it needs to be that a little bit longer for the butterfly, because the butterfly will be sort of central. I put the die. It's going to be central here. So when you see it, it'll look 3D. Now, in order to get that, the wings, see, I could cut it out and I could fold the wings up and just have one set of wings. But what I want to happen, and what I did with the other card, and I can't show you because it's been in the post, is there was 2 sets of wings on the card, and that's what I won't be able to show you now. So how I did that was, in order to, before we cut the die, so that's our sort of card. I'm going to play about with the base in a second, but the main feature of it, what am I looking for? Looking for the other paper. The main feature of that card is now finished. Now, I bought some of this. It's a design pad, Delicate Rose. I had this from the range, and it's beautiful designs in it. Let me slow down, sorry. See? So I want something to complement that paper, because you'll still see that design. That might be quite nice. This isn't double-sided, so works perfect. And if I cut it, that would be even nicer, I think, because of the green. If I cut it on the one, just trying to see what would go, that would look even nicer. I think the purple one. Let me see if there's any more in there than I quite like the idea of. Not that one. I think there's too much detail in that one. Maybe so. I'll pull it out and I can ask you guys what you think. So those are my 3. Like I say, there's lots of different designs in here. It's gorgeous design pad, and I had this from the range. Yeah. The box has something in there for the giveaway. Okay, Angie Brown, I've got somebody else coming, posting something to me, and I'm not going to announce the winner of the giveaway until I have everybody's creations. Right, okay, these are my 3. Now I only need 2, so you guys gotta help me. I need something to go to stick on the back. Now I could use this, which is gorgeous paper. This is the other side, but I want to make the butterfly 2D. So these are my 3 choices. So choice A, because I've got that colour going on, we could use this section of the paper down the bottom. We've got the green, because of the green going on in the paper. So that's choice B. Or choice C, because of the vintageness and the shabby chicness of this paper, I was going for something more subtle, so perhaps C. So you guys decide which one do you think I should go for. I'll put that there. A, B, or C. Can you all see that? C. Not the first one, the last one. Everybody's saying C. So this one. I think Shovna. C. I'm gonna have to practice your name. Shovna said C as well. I think so. I think we'll go with C. Right. Because we're die cutting this, I would usually double-side it, but because it's going through the machine, I want to make sure that this paper, because it's only thin, it's not card, it's really, really thin paper. I want to make sure that it isn't going anywhere. So I bought, when I was in Hobbycraft, I bought some tattered lace glue. Now, I'd never seen any glue such like it, and it's been my best friend ever since Christmas. So I'm going to get a brush. Let's get a brush. And basically what we're going to do, put some on my table. Because this is the size we need, so I'm going to brush the glue just along those edges. Glue dries clear. I think with a brush, A, it's easy to apply, and B, it's not going to go anywhere. Because like I say, it's going through the machine. So let me see. Completely on the back, no gaps, nothing. And now I'm going to cut it down. Right, let me just get rid of this. I'm going to pick up as much glue as I possibly can pick up. Where did he? Bear with me. Oh gosh. Because I don't want the machine sticking to that. Right, okay. So we've now got our piece. I'm going to cut that. How long is this before I cut it? Let me see how long it is. It's 5.5 inches long. Because I need it longer than the card. Probably, yeah, because I can always go up. Let me cut that. So it's 5.5 inches long. So I'll give you the width again. Not this piece. No, this is 6 inches. So 6 inches long, by 3.5 inches wide. This is your main bit. This is what you would cut your butterfly out of. Okay. So we need that and that. That needs to go down there. That needs to go there. And now I'm going to bring my machine over. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to try my best. Let me see. Right, okay. Right. This is the Big Shot machine, obviously. And I've got, at the moment, I have got my base. This comes, the Big Shot machine comes with a multi-purpose platform. And it's all hinged at the top. The multi-purpose platform allows you to cut, emboss and stencil. You can cut fabric, you can cut paper, you can cut acetate out. You can cut thin, very thin wood out. I'm not talking MDF, but I am talking thin wood. So, I'm loving my Big Shot at the moment. The thing you're seeing next to the Big Shot, which I will show you in a second once I've cut my... Actually, let me show you now. This is a separate thing. This didn't come with the machine. This is actually called the Big Shot Caddy. And basically what it allows you to do is keep all your essentials next to your Big Shot without having it all stacked up. So you've got an extendable tray that's got 3 different hinges. Those hinges allow you to put you can put your multi-purpose platform in if you require, but what I do usually use it for is to put my plates in. The little trays then allow you to put your pens, your pencils, anything that you want. And then this little gadget, which I am dying to use, so this is the gadget I'm on about. It's a tape dispenser. You can extend the tape to whatever tape you're using, or you can make it as small as tacky tape, if you wanted to use that, as you wanted to. It then goes in the side, and then you've got like a little cutter next door. Shova says, what's the difference between thinlets and framelets? I got Big Shot Plus for Christmas. Right, okay. I think I know what thinlets are. Framelets, I'm unsure of. I think the thinlets, if I'm not mistaken, are the... Oh, am I confusing it with the wafer thin dies? Like I say, I'm not completely... I don't know everything about this Big Shot as of yet. What I do know, I can tell you, so maybe that's something they're going to have to look at. The wafer thinlets, I know they're not called wafer thinlets. Wafer thinlets, are they called wafer thinlets? They might be the thinlet dies. Wafer thin is basically a die. Now, wafer thin die means it's thin. It's absolutely really thin. That allows you then to cut, and you need a special platform for that. With the Big Shot, the difference between the Big Shot Plus and the Big Shot is, I'm guessing, Shovna, from what you're seeing at the minute, is mine came with the multi-purpose platform, which allows me to cut, it allows me to emboss on different plates, and I've got 4 options with the Big Shot when I'm using the machine. I can either use it on the platform 2, which allows me to cut anything that I want to cut. Oh, extend my arms. I can either use it on platform 1, which then allows me to emboss. Now on platform 1, which is on the Big Shot Plus, I do know you've got the same platform as me, I believe. On this particular platform, platform 1, it shows you on the actual platform what you can use this platform for. So this platform is mainly used for embossing. But there's a snag. With the Big Shot, this platform only comes with the standard size cutting mats, which are these. They're clear cutting mats. With the Big Shot Plus, it comes with the extendable cutting mats. So you have, with the Big Shot Plus, you have the same size platform as you would the cutting mats. Yeah, thought so. Hi Mary. So you're able to do a lot more. Now, if I wanted to use the full length of this multi-purpose platform, I'd have to go out and buy the same size cutting mats to do it. I could use my cutting mats, and it does, with the Big Shot, does come with 2 clear cutting mats. Now, the other thing to remember is, now I ordered one today, and when I've got all my bits and pieces, I will do a video on it, because on the platform, so on platform 2, you can cut anything. So I'm going to cut something. It's not specifically for our card, but I'll just cut something because I want to show you something. We'll use the butterfly die. Oops. Use the butterfly die now. Can you see? I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can. So you would, on this particular platform, it's for cutting. So you would, now it doesn't matter, you've got a front end of the platform and you've got a back end. Now the platforms, the actual platform is screwed all together. Now I believe with the Big Shot Plus, you can buy the different parts. So for example, you're not going to need to buy the platform in about a year's time. You won't need to. The only thing you need to buy to go with your Big Shot is your cutting mats. Now your cutting mats come in different colours. You can have different colour cutting mats, which I'm dying to get pink ones, but you can have different colours, because you put that now on your table with all your other things around you, it's going to be difficult to see because it's clear. The idea when they brought the Big Shot out was to keep the price down, and in order to keep the price down, they give you the standard cutting mats, the extendable platform, and that was it. Anything else after that you would have to buy. With the Plus, the Big Shot Plus, they've given you that little bit extra to allow, because you're paying extra, they've given you the extendable cutting mats for it. Yeah, right, yeah, they do. Made fabric, yeah, you do. You can cut almost anything with it. You can cut leather if you wanted to. The other, I'm going to share something with you now, right? So, I think we all, well, some of us know, some of us don't. So I'm just going to cut standard something with you. So I've got my platform. I've got my cutting mat. Now, your cutting mat will bow. There is 3 ways that you can stop it bowing. I was watching a video and somebody said, oh, what you can do is, this woman had her cutting mat on a tray, on an oven tray. Then she had a pie dish on top with 3/4 full of water, and then she placed it in the oven. And she said not to worry, she said just time it every 5 minutes and just check on it. Right? She did the same with both cutting mats. So she came back to the table, she went, this one's perfectly flat. It hasn't damaged nothing and it's perfectly flat. This one, however, and I'm sorry, but I have to laugh. This one, however, has melted all the sides. And I'm thinking, you don't say. You've just put plastic in an oven. What are you going to expect? But she did cover it with foil. So I'm sorry, but I did laugh and I did find it funny. But at least she had one straight cutting mat. But I just find it funny. Anyway, so you can do that. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. You can do it. I just flipped mine over. I searched fabric after I cut it for my flowers and they came out nice. Yeah, they do. I have a Spellbinders. Oh, you have a Spellbinders oh, right. So your machine's quite different. They all do similar things. Bye, Angie Brown. Have a lovely day. They all do different things. All the cutting machines do different things, but they do the same things, but it just depends on, like, the Big Shot and the Big Shot Plus. You can get the same things for it, the same accessories for it, but I know other machines you can't. So yeah, so that's the first one to stop with bow. And the second one is what I've done to this one. I need to do it to this one. You mark it A on a side and B on another. And every time you put it through the machine, so I'd put this through now and I'd take it out, I'd swap it over. And I'd put it through again and I'd swap it. You can do that. Or the other way to do it is, and it works like a trick, is you have a plain one. Now Chris, when he bought me the Big Shot, he didn't realise it came with the cutting mats. So Christmas Day, I opened the cutting mat and I'm like, I haven't got a Big Shot, Chris. And he's like, no, you need to open this present. And I opened the present and it was a Big Shot and it made sense. But anyway, he bought me spare cutting mats. So this is the other way to stop them bowing, right? So you mark your spare one, just one of them. You mark it with my non-cutting mat. So because every time you put these cutting mats through the machine, you're gonna get like patterns, like scratch marks on the cutting mat, and that's completely fine. That's what it's there for. The reason it bows is this: when you put it through the machine, the roller in the machine, it doesn't matter what machine it is, the roller in the machine, especially a Big Shot and a Big Shot Plus, puts all the pressure in the middle of your cutting mat, which means, right, you're going to put pressure in the middle and it weakens the sides, come up like a sponge. You'd put all the water in the middle, it's going to drip down the sides. It's the same with the Big Shots. You've got to understand where your roller is. If you understand where your roller is, you'll sort of not prevent it, but your mats will last longer. The other way to do it is you put your non-cutting mat completely on the floor. So this one will have no scratch marks on it, nothing. Then put my piece of paper, then I put my die. The die facing up towards the ceiling, so the ridge marks are up towards the ceiling. You put your paper on that, and then you put your cutting mat on top of that. I'm going to put the A and B one on just to show you something. So I'm going to mark it A facing me, and I put that through the machine. The creaking is completely fine, because then that means it's cutting. Now, if it didn't cut, right, don't roll the machine back, because it means that the roller inside you hasn't touched your plates. So you need to make your sandwich a little bit thicker. So the trick for that is, if you put one piece of photocopy paper just underneath your mat, you'll make it thick enough to go through your machine and it'll cut in perfect. Bye Fiona, hope you're feeling better soon, my darling. Oh bless, hugs to you. Mine's marked. Alright. So as you can see, I've got the two pieces of paper and then I've got my die. It hasn't cut on this, it's perfectly clean. But what I will get is this. Now I have got to invest in one of those gadgets that that you can put the machine through. See, that's the die. Then you sort of roll it on and you can get all the bits out. Now I've got to invest in one of them. Can't even remember what they're called. So that's the trick. If you put your things through your machine and it hasn't cut, it means your sandwich isn't thick enough. The roller can't get to whatever you're putting in your machine. If you put something through your machine and you're finding it great difficulty putting it through the machine and this isn't turning, it means it's too thick. Like earlier on I was trying to emboss, and when I did it with my mat, I couldn't turn the handle. So what I had to do, and I was on platform 1, what I had to do is flick these over and put it through on the base platform, and then it embossed for me then. That's the trick. So that's my trick. That's my sort of scene. So because I'm trying to cut this butterfly a certain way, I'm going to use my 2 mats that have got all the cuts in it. But normally I would use the one that haven't. So let me get my piece of paper, which is probably dried by now. Forgot to score it. So you need to score it at 2 inches and 2.5. So I'm going to use this as my... wait. Wait a sec. Oh yeah, it's this way. No, it's not 2.5, 2.5 inches. So that is 3.5. So 1.5, 1 3/4 is your middle. So half of that is 1.5 inches. Right. I'm going to go all the way down because it doesn't matter. And I'm going to go 1.5. And then between, I need to go between, no, I don't. Go at 2. So 1.5 inches and 2. All the way down. Score your, crease your folds. I'm going to use my big shot as my table for the minute. One needs to go one way and then the other needs to go the other. You need to do your folds on your paper before you cut your die. Right, now because you guys probably can't see the folds, I'm going to just put a little bit of mark up the top. So where's my butterfly gone? Right, to do this butterfly, now you need, where's my masking tape? I've been using masking tape because like I say, I need to get the accessories for the big shot. One of the accessories that I want to get is the magnetic strip. Magnet thing. Now the middle of my butterfly, bring you down because you're way up in the air. So those are my 2 folds. The middle of my butterfly needs to fold not on the line, because if it folds on the line you're not going to get a clean finish. So just bring it over towards, so if I'm using this as my big shot, the middle of the line just needs to come towards away from the big shot, just a slight fraction. And you need to give yourself a little bit of a gap up the top as well. Okay, once you've got your gap up the top and you've got your gap, that's just a little bit over, it's just not falling on the centre, it's just where that line where she starts to crease. So I'm going to masking tape this side down because it's not going to cut this side for me because I don't want it to. Okay. Wait, and my paper's a little bit thicker. That's the other thing as well. With the Big Shot Plus, you get more room. Right, bring your second mat on the first score line because I only want the machine to cut that one wing out, if that makes sense. If I put the whole mat on, it's going to give me the whole butterfly, wherever I just cut. It's going to give me that, but I don't want that because I want to be able to give it a 3D effect. So all I'm asking the machine is to cut the wing out for the minute. Right, make sure you got your sandwiches and roll it through your machine. Right. Okay. So she's cut now by there. I'm gonna take her off, keep my paper on there, turn my paper around so it's there. Now this time I want to go on the second line, so this die needs to move over, but keep in line where you've marked your wing, because what you'll end up happening is your wing, your second wing, might be a bit higher. So again, mark it up with the line. Your second line needs to mark in that crease. Okay, so because I've cut this side out, I can now put my masking tape down on this side to keep it in place for me while I cut that side. Does that make sense? Let me put this through. Okay, let me see. It is a bit fiddly. Right. So again, just gonna right now take that away. I'm gonna move my big shot over now because I know it's cut. And the table's all wet. That doesn't matter. So I'm gonna move these, move this. So this is my other part of my bag. And this, move this, and that's what I'm left with. You all see that? Now my job is, because I've doubled up on the paper, you'll find that because I'm using this butterfly trim, right, I haven't gone in the centre, so I've got bits at the back that I'll snip off in a second. No. Should. I shouldn't. Oh. Right, stuck it down. I think I have. You get my gist though. I've stuck the side down. Can you see? I shouldn't have stuck that middle section down. Last time it came apart, but I think if I do it now, it's gonna... Yeah, it's gonna wreck it. But if you do it again, and you don't put any glue in the middle section, just put glue around it. I put glue in the middle section, so what it's done, it's stuck those papers down. But if you did it, when you do it, if you just go around the edges, and then when you do the actual cutting, it'll leave you 2 pieces of paper, 2 wings. That's how you're able then to give you the effect. I'm going to cut these little tiny snippets off the back. Right, let me just cut this out. I'm sure you can buy a gadget, you know, that does this. I'm sure there's a gadget you can buy. Mary, what's the weather like in Canada? Shova's asking that. What's the weather like with you all? You all got dry weather at the moment? Right. No. Right. I'm going to need now to score dead in that centre to give me, if I did 2D that would have worked, but because it's not doing 2D it's not going to work. So I need just a score line down the centre of that. Give me a score line. There. There. That's what you need to do. You need another score. I've put another score line down the centre, and I'm going to put some glue now. Just in the centre of that. So if you all want to join in my challenge, you can do. It's running to the 18th, but like I say, I'm holding off until everybody's got their creations. I got a pokey tool from the dollar shop. Did you, Mary? Tattered lace of a gadget. It's called a pokey tool, Ava says. Oh wow. We didn't get snow this year. Did Ireland not get snow? You said that, that's where you were from, didn't you? Right. Here's my card. Where did I... My card. Please tell me I'm... No, couldn't have done. Wait a sec. I don't know whether I've mislaid the card. No. I'll find it now. I'll find it. Oh, come on. Where's... Can you see...
You're looking for the card?
Yeah.
This one?
No. It's a long piece with this paper on. Oh, come on. Oh, don't do this to me.
Does that say?
No, that in that in. Oh, I've lost the card.
That?
No, keep going.
This?
No. Where have I put that card? Oh, under the big shop. No wonder I couldn't find it. I was thinking, I just had it 2 seconds ago. We had a Windchild 41. Oh my days, 41. Oh no, that's too cold. I'm with Laurel on that one. That sounds too cold. Right. I can stick this now to this. So I'm going to use double-sided tape. Stick this down. That's too cold. That's really cold. We get it every winter, some more than others, and some not as cold. Oh my days, that's crazy. Crazy cold. Right. I'm going to stick this now down in here. So I'm going to put my double-sided tape across here on the back. Wait a sec. Yes, I can't complain. It's 68 year. Oh wow, Debbie. No, we had high winds last week, I think, and it was so bad. It was knocking trees down and everything. Really, really bad. Is that Celsius, Mary? Wow, Debbie, that's a nice temperature for Florida. It is. Do you know, I was writing, that's the card I made. That was the card I'm card I created was for Debbie's birthday. So I've got that so far. See? Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut another one of those butterflies out on that paper. Because I didn't do it, bear with me. We'll go down. Come on. That's warm. There. Oh my god, I would take 68 right now. That's awesome. Oh, I know. Can you imagine? Debbie, can we all come over for a cup of tea? It's been really cold here. Clean that up later. Right, I'm going to poke all my little bits out now from you. $68. Wow, that's hot. Does it get too hot? Do you love the heat? I can't stand it when it's too warm. It's got to be, I like it warm, but when it gets ridiculously hot, because sometimes we have really, well, I say sometimes, it's not very often, but we do sometimes have really nice weather. And I can't stand, I can never sleep when it's so hot. I do like it warm though. Right. My little butterfly, I'm going to crease it and I'm going to put some glue in the centre of it. Right. I'm just going to put it there. Oops. And I'm going to line those wings up. And that's what she looks like so far. Okay. Now this bottom bit, I'm going to use one of my tags. And I'm going to use a stamp as well. So, let me see. Let's see. What did I, I can't remember what I stuck on now. On my thing. Saying that sunstroke in Thailand. I love the heat, I love the heat. Oh wow. I'm trying to think what to stick on there. I'm trying to think. Let's see if I've got any flowers. I've got some of these. Oh, and I've got those mulberry ones as well. And I've got them. I'm going to stick. Let me see. Right, so I'm gonna put a message here. Let's say I want a real nice scene, and then I'm gonna mind me playing. That's what I'm gonna do. You all see that? I'm gonna stamp on there as well. So it's just, I'm gonna raise that with my stamps. must be really hot. Whoa, speaking about the weather. I can't find anything tonight, I swear. I'm having one of those nights where I just cannot find anything. I'm going to use my flat back curls. My days, why can't I find it? Ah, because they've been moved. Right, so I've got some of these stick-ons. I'm going to put a few just on this card to raise it up slightly. There. Just going to go like that, and then I'm going to have the message just there. Let me bring you down so you can see. Have you opened your present yet? I know how excited you get. Ange, I've done a video. I was supposed to go up before this live. I've opened. I did get really excited. I opened. Angie sent me a parcel. Let's put everybody in the picture. Angie sent me a parcel as it's my birthday Friday. I'm getting really excited, you know. And I wasn't going to open it on my birthday. And I was thinking, oh, shall I, shan't I? But I got really excited today and I couldn't help it. So I opened it, but I haven't opened everything in the parcel. Because I want to open something on my birthday. So what I've done is I've left two little gifts you've sent completely plain. And I've left them by the fireplace, but everything else I've opened. So I've got, so far, I've got your, trying to think now, your post-it note, the scrapping paper, as you probably have guessed. I'm using the ivy dies. Now I cut this earlier. And I'm placing it down with some tattered lace glue. I've got the post-it note. I've got the tattered lace. The tattered laces, because I'm using tattered lace, I'm trying to say. Got the post-it note, which is gorgeous. Absolutely. Oh, I got my doilies. I opened them, which I said to Chris, Angie's made me some doilies. She's like, I don't know what she's let herself in for, which I love. Thank you, Shovna. What else did I open? I can't think now. Oh, I've opened the little, because I saw the little house thing that you put in to decorate up, which I might do in some a miniature bargeware. That's what my thought is anyway. And because I want to mix everything up. See how the ivy brings it all together? And I'm not gluing it in all the places. I'm just gluing it in a few. So, what else did I open? There's two things left, Ange. The video's ready to be posted up because I was going to originally put it up before the live, but my laptop wouldn't work for me to do it. So I'm going to be doing it after the live. So once the live's finished, it'll go up. So let's see what ones I got here. Can you see how it brings it all together? Gorgeous card. Thank you. Thank you, Shovna. Those doilies are gorgeous, Ange. Oh, I can't believe you crocheted them. That was a kept secret. Can you see that? Right, let me just see if I can. It needs a few more just on there. Oh, it's the wrong type of one. I have got some birds as well. I might stick a bird there. What do you guys think? So like I say, I cut these out previous to tonight's live. There. Right. Now I'm able to stick that there, which I'm going to put, I've got a tiny cream bow on there I want to place for there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Thank you, Laurel. And I've done it in pink. Of course, it had to be in pink. I'll put that there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of ivy just creeping on the tag. So let me just creep it gently on the tag. So I've got that so far. I'm glad you like them. I will make you more, some if you want. Of course, I'm back. I lost my internet. I had to restart my computer. Beautiful card. Thank you, Debbie. I'm going to put one up the top because there's one missing just up the top. Yeah, and then I'm going to stamp. I'm going to use... Now, I bought a magazine. When did I buy the magazine? Must have been a couple of days ago. And when I bought the magazine, it came with some free stamps. Now, I'm going to use some of my... No, them ones with my... In here, I have some flat back pearls. What I'm thinking is I've got a pink bow there. Oh, I don't need pink bow there. I'm going to stamp my image just there, and then I'm going to put some wild clay. I'd have to watch the playback. This is looking so beautiful. Thank you, Mary. Now, I cut the ivy before the live tonight, but everything else you've all seen me make. And I know it's a card, but the thing is, I wanted it to be something a little bit slightly different. I didn't want it, because sometimes, you know, it might be just me again, but sometimes I find myself making the same thing over and over and over again. And even I get sick of sort of making the same thing. And every now and then I sort of like to switch it up. And I'm going to put a tiny one just there. And these are only flat back pearls. I'll show you now in a second. Okay, so that's what we have so far, right? Okay, now let me get a piece of... Looks so shabby chic. Do you think so? Need some wet wipes, really. I don't know where they've gone. Right. Do you really think so? Right, because I want that to glisten. Where's my tray gone? I want my butterfly to glisten. So I'm going to put a little bit on my brush rather than the glass mat again. Right. And I'm just going to lay it on the edge. Because what will happen is the glue, because I'm using wet glue as well, it'll just go on the edge. I'm going to put some of this. Yes, it's so shabby chic. So this is diamond dust I'm using, and I've been told there's actually got glass in it, which I didn't know before. You see that? And because we're going to see the butterfly from the back, I'm going to do back too. There's the back. Beautiful. Stunning, Debbie says. It looks so very complicated, I will have to watch it back. I promise you it's not, Ange. I'd never do anything too complicated, me. It just takes, I think it just takes you playing with your dies to know what you've got and what you haven't. Now I'm going to put that, I'm going to make it stand, so I'm going to put, where's my pencil gone? I'm just going to put a line there, because then that'll tell me where I need to put my flowers. So my flowers, I've got some mulberry leaves here, and I've got some pink felt there, and I've got some of these as well. Diamond dust is different to glitter. Yeah, very, very different. Apparently, I got told it's got glass in it. Very small specks of glass, apparently. That's what I got told. Right. And if you notice, I haven't used my glue gun at all tonight. So I'm going to now place these mulberry leaves. And I'm only gluing the bottom edge. I'm not gluing or going crazy with the top, because when, like I say, whoever wins the challenge will win the card. But whoever wins the challenge will, when they receive the card, they can fluff up the leaves. And it won't look so, it'll give it a bit of dimension too. It's got two in there. And these leaves I had given to me, but I've noticed you can get them from eBay. Where did you get it, Colette? Where did I get what? The leaves? Where did I get what? Make sure you don't touch your face. Oh, the diamond dust. The diamond dust I had from eBay. Comes in a little pack like this, and it's gorgeous. You put that on your flowers. Actually, I might do to this one. And it brings it up. Let me show you. Let me show you. I thought everybody knew about this. Let me show you. Right, I'm gonna, because I want to stick these together. Right, then I'm gonna put some on my brush this time. Right, some on my brush there, and I'm just gonna go the edge. Like I say, I'm loving this glue at the minute. This glue has been my best friend when I've been card making. Watch this now. You haven't seen nothing yet. You think, I can't believe nobody knew about this. It's small pieces of glass, yeah. Make sure you don't touch your face until you wash your hands. I see some diamond dust on your hands. It is on my hands. I won't touch my face. But thank you, Laurel, for letting me know that. No, I am, yeah, it is on my hands. And the thing is, it's like glitter. You know, when you work with glitter, it sort of gets everywhere. It's almost like that. When you work with diamond dust, it gets absolutely everywhere. See? Now, I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to get a vintage button now, because I want a button, I've decided. And I'm going to put a vintage button in there instead of. So, this is my button collection. Let me move that across. This is my button collection. So let me pick a real nice vintage button to go. Oh, look, see? You see that? There's lots of different ones. Let me see if I can pick another one. Maybe I can have you guys watch help me through. That one's a bit big, but that one's gorgeous again. It is, diamond dust is absolutely gorgeous. And paper, trying to think. Paper flowers comes out gorgeous. They come out actually nicer, I would say, than what you've just seen. But yeah, I've used diamond dust on a lot of things. What do you guys think? That one or that one? Obviously cut the back out. That's what that one looks like. What do you reckon? That's A. And then this one is B. So that's B. Small flat one. And that's A. What would you say? Debbie saying A. Yeah, diamond dust is not that expensive. It's $5.50. It's about £1 postage, but like everybody said on here tonight, don't put it anywhere near your face. A, this one. So I'll cut the back off and things. Cut the back off. This may need. Let me see if I can cut it with this glue, then I'll stick it in with this glue. Right, and I need to put some on the back. Right. Just realised you can't see. Put that there. And that, oh, in there like so. Let me cut these back. eBay. I got them from eBay. Night, Shirley. And then just cut these back. Now I have got, and I'm going to cut two to put on the other side. I have got some small white flowers just to put on. Right. And there they are. These are the small white flowers. Those. They're ribbon flowers, but they're the ones that Shilpa gave me when she gave me the wall hanger. Right, and I'm gonna put a little bit of glue here. Here. And I'm gonna stick just 2 of these mulberry leaves, one of these, one of these, and then one of those. One of these. And then that's my card done. Card with a bit of difference, definitely. There. So that's my card. And it'll stand like so. So that stops it from falling. This is the front. And I'm going to be stamping. I'm going to get one of my stamps out in a second, and I'll just stamp. Actually, I may even write it. Oops, nearly tipped that then. Let's write it. What should we write? Tell you what, you tell me something that I can put on the card that I could write there, and I'll do it in fancy writing. What would you put in that tag? Would you put enjoy yourself? Would you put welcome? Friends, friendship? What would you put? Let me show you the card. I'll read some of the comments. It's absolutely gorgeous, Claire. Thank you, Laurel. Debbie says, great job. The card is stunning. And Angie says she'd put with love, be happy. With love. Why don't I? Hello all. I love that. Hi, Hasti. Always. Why don't I put love, happy? No. Love, happy, and always. Always love, happy. No, always happy. What are you making? I've just finished making it. It doesn't matter. I know. What about love, happy, and friendship? Happy, love, and... No, happy. I'm trying to think. Happy, love, and friendship. Be happy, love always. There we are. Thank you, Laurel. So, if I put... Be... happy. Be happy. What's it? Love always. Am I going to fit it in? That's the key. Oh, just. There we are. Be happy, love always. From you all. See? I love that, Laurel. Laurel knew what I was trying to do. I was trying to put the two together. Thank you, Laurel. Thank you to you both for putting your suggestions. Angie, Shova, and Debbie, because I've put all of you in. So thank you. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. So that was my make a card with the dies. It's going to stand like that. Like I say, this is now going to go in the pot for the challenge. If you don't know what my challenge is all about, it's either to make some fabric cards or to, because I had it before Christmas, is to make some Christmas decorations. But you can make decorations of your choice. And I have extended it to, I think it was the 18th, but I am waiting for entries to come in. So if you wanted to enter, please let me know. I'd love it if you all entered, and you all joined in. And you know, you've seen the box. This is what the thing's going to be put in. This is the box. I'll show you once again. So the box is going to have loads of different things in. I'm going to put some dies. This will go in an envelope along with some beautiful dies of what I've got. You've seen my collection. And this will go to the winner. I've also got a calendar that I did before Christmas on a live show. It's a wall hanging and it's got little tags and it's got a pen on there. I don't know whether you all remembered that. But yeah, if you're interested into my challenge, I'd love it if you joined. And yeah, I'd love it if you joined. Loretta says, oh my god, gorgeous box, pretty box, love it. Thank you, ladies. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight. It's been such a lovely night tonight crafting with you all. I'm back on YouTube next Monday. You are going to see, because it's supposed to go up before the live, you are going to see a video in a second because I'm going to upload it tonight. There should have been before tonight's live, but now it's gone up after, of me opening some birthday gifts from Angie. So I wanted to say thank you very much, Angie, for giving me my birthday gifts. And I will speak to you all. If I don't speak to you soon, come and find me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. If I ever don't speak to you on soon, then I wish you all a lovely week. And I will catch up with you all next Monday. And Gail's just coming on, so I just wanted to say a quick hello, a shout out to Gail. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Laurel. So, good night, God bless, no star, and I will leave you till next Monday at 9 o'clock. Bye for now. Bye, ladies. Mwah, no star.